Assalamu alaikum students, hope you all are doing good. This is your Islamiyat unit and I am your teacher Miss Amreen. Today we will continue with the chapter of life of Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. We read about Battle of Badr in last video. Now today I will tell you about Battle of Uhud. The second battle between Muslims and the Quraysh, the Battle of Uhud, is seen in Islam as evidence that victory is never guaranteed. Disobedience and greed causes defeat, and neither defeat nor victory are permanent. In AD 625, the Muslims of Medina learned a difficult lesson during the Battle of Uhud. When attacked by an invading army from Mecca, it initially looked like the small group of defenders would win the battle. But at a key moment, some fighters disobeyed orders and left their post out of greed and pride, ultimately causing the Muslim army a crushing defeat. After the humiliating defeat in the Battle of Badr, a year earlier the Quraysh of Makkah made preparation to muster a great army to fight the Muslims again and take revenge. They assembled an army of 3,000 soldiers with 300 camels, 200 horses, and 700 cots of mail. The Prophet, peace be upon him, left Medina for the valley of Mount Uhud with a Muslim army of only 700 and drew up his troops for battle. Before the battle, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had positioned 50 archers under Abdullah bin Zubair. He ordered them strictly to stay there until further orders, whatever may be the condition. They were obstruct the enemy if they attacked the Muslims from the rear. The two armies set upon each other and a fierce battle ensued. The Muslim soldiers concentrated their attack on the 11 standard barrier of pagan until they were all wiped out. Abu Dujana and Hamza Raziyallahu anha fought with great fearlessness, and their heroic feats on the battlefield were to become legendary in Muslim military history. Tragically, Hamza Raziyallahu anha was martyred in the battle he had dominated. Despite the loss of Hamza Raziyallahu anha, the Muslims managed to overcome the unbelievers who, faced with yet another defeat, began to feel. It was at this point of perceived victory that events began unraveling. The archer, who had been entrusted with the safety of their brothers in faith, disobeyed the Prophet's clear order and deserted their stations, thinking that the battle was over. Khalid bin Walid saw the sudden vacuum created by the disappearance of the rearguard, and his army attacked the Muslims from behind, killing many in the process. When the Muslims saw themselves surrounded, they were overtaken by panic and disorder and failed to map out a plan. The enemy fought their ways close to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was hit with a rock and fell on his side. One of his front teeth was chipped, his lower lip was cut, and his helmet was damaged. Rumor of the death of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, fitted through the Muslims, which caused the Muslims to lose heart. However, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was surrounded by his followers to protect him from the enemy's sword and arrows, which kept falling upon them from all sides. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, called out the Muslims to reunite. When they saw the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, alive, they again regrouped. The result of the battle was that neither side could claim victory. The disobedience of the archers causes the Muslims to suffer badly in the battle they had almost won. Hope you all have understood. Now coming towards the assignment. What was the result of Battle of Uhud? What lesson did Muslims got? Do the given assignment in your exercise book. Make sure your work should be neat and clean. Have a nice day.